game? Why did you pick
No,
options?
that's
over some
exactly
others?
why,
Okay,
right? It's
okay.
because you don't need that big of an account. Even some of the biggest, like I remember Umar Ashraf used to trade options as well, right? Like there's also other names in the industry as well, but they don't trade with the biggest account size. They don't need to. As long as you understand the thesis on the higher time frame, you can make a lot of money in options. You don't need a big account. For me, technically for me, on an average, like I only need a $50,000 account. I have 100,000. When I see a really good A+ setup, I'll put that money in there.
Okay,
but
okay.
on average, like I probably need a $50,000 account. Most of my trades will be much less than that.
Big.
Yeah,
Right.
Because 3 million, yeah. When people say 3%, right, on $3 million, it's a lot. But if you have options, right, you're looking for that percentage gains. Me personally, I trade with around $50,000, right. If I'm scalping, right, on any average, I'll trade with the $5,000 to $10,000 position size, risking 10%. So I'll risk on a scalp. I'll risk. So let's say today, for example, I had a $6,000 position size. I was only risking 10% stop loss, right? So I was only risking $600, and I was scalping it, right? I took 3 partial targets, and that scalp ended up making me $2,500, right? Because I was trading momentum towards the upside. So I was only risking $500, but I ended up making $2,500 on options.
That's very interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
When it comes to stocks versus forex, which is what I want to kind of compare, would you say it's equally beginner friendly? And because the barrier to entry is actually less, you need less capital unless you go with prop firms, and there are certain advantages, certain disadvantages. Using those two for a beginner, or if you were to do it all over again, would you still pick options as the vehicle in life?
I think, well, the question's going to be biased because, of course, I trade options, right? And I've seen the forex.
No, but it seems like you've studied, you've watched forex as well, so
Yeah.
you're not oblivious to it.
Yeah.
So you could have had a decision to swap over or anything. and you
Exactly.
haven't.
The reason I think I didn't choose forex was just because of like the regulations, and like there's a lot of dark side in forex where in options everything's regulated at the end of the day, right? So I didn't really the main reason is I learned most of the things I learned was through online information, right? Like because I come from a very, very small town, so everything I learned was through online information. And because of that, at the time, forex, because there was not that many regulations, people were showing everything, like all the the unregulated brokers and everything like that. I knew I could trust